of the launch pad at our landing pad. And then that entire time, right, you're enjoying microgravity as an astronaut. You come, you re-enter the atmosphere at about 5 Gs, and then you land as soft as a feather on a soft breeze with our 3 parachute.
Yeah, and for our viewers who might just be listening, take a look at your screen. You can actually see the entire flight profile there. New Shepard, it has this vertical takeoff and vertical landing architecture that Eddie just mentioned. And the entire experience is, you know, it takes about 15 minutes. Yeah, no, really, it's a great way to experience space. And you know, it's about the 3 days leading up to it, and then it's about the overview effect as well. That's right. And we are about T-minus 2 minutes and 45 seconds here as New Shepard awaits liftoff. And this is where we're going to start going through a series of final checks, or bit checks, if you will. Eddie, will you explain what these bit checks are? Right. So BIT, built-in tests. And so it's a you know, full exercise of the system. Like, for example, the aft fins will be engaged throughout their entire envelope. It's essentially the last checks before T0. They're completely automated in auto sequence by a computer, and so when those are green, it means we're go for launch. So we're going to call those out as we see them. Yeah, and we can actually, we're starting to hear everything that's happening out on the launch pad, all those automated systems. Right, so we heard the message there. Propellant tanks coming up to flight pressures. Access bridge. And the capsule access bridge being retracted. This has got to feel good for our Astros. This is like, we are in our last almost 90 seconds here before NS-34 takes off. Pumps. Yeah, if you're sitting on the rocket right now, it is alive, right? It's raring to go. Less than 90 seconds here before our launch for RSS first step and our One Earth crew. Executing aft fin built-in test. Engine thrust vector control built-in test in work. Vehicle is now on internal power. Less than 1 minute here. We're also keeping an eye on the pressure and temperature in the propellant tanks. Both need to stay in the green zone of these variables. And Eddie, this feels like a good time to go ahead and hand everything off to mission control. Perfect. And let's launch this rocket. Thrust termination system is armed. T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Commanded start. 2, 1. Cleared the tower. There we have it. New Shepard has cleared the tower. Woo! One Earth on your way to space. There, a great shot of the B-3 engine with the sunrise behind it. What a fabulous shot by our drones. I can't imagine how our One Earth crew is feeling. That is one of the most beautiful takeoffs I've ever seen. So on the left there, we've got our altitude meter, our velocity meter, and those are starting to tick up as the BE-3 engine powers our crew to space. What a shot. This long-range camera here is fabulous. It really is. So yes, if you're watching at home, you can follow along on New Shepard's journey by taking a look at the telemetry on your screen. You can see our T-clock on the right-hand side, telemetry on the left. And we hear there that we're throttling down the BE-3 for max Q. That's the point where aerodynamic stress is at its maximum. We're approaching 30,000 feet. New Shepard is really picking up speed. And right now, the astronauts are experiencing about 3 Gs. A shot from our tail looking back down on West Texas. A clear day, too.
Yeah, well, so now that the vehicle has gone supersonic, that B3 engine is powered back up to full power, 100% power level. There it is. Now that the vehicle is supersonic, the B3 is powered up and pushing our astronauts to space.
Engine back up to full throttle. Chamber pressures look good.
Great. We've just passed 1 minute and 45 seconds into flight.
Passing 100,000 feet.
About to hit 100,000 feet. There it is. Next up is MECO, which will be main engine cutoff. That'll be at about 160,000 feet.
So great shot here of the avionics tunnel and two of the aft fins that help, guide the rocket on its way up.
On your screen, you can see to the left-hand side that long range.
And there's MECO, main engine cutoff. Great view.
Standby separation.
Oh, and we're getting audio from our Astros.
Standby separation.
Hey, separation guy. Good. Be good to get out, right?
Okay, some messages from our One Earth crew that separation is confirmed. They are now free to move around the cabin.
Yeah, and if you're following along, you'll notice now on your telemetry you have capsule and booster. These parts of New Shepard are both going to reach and cross the Kármán line before reaching apogee and making their way back down. But we've got a little bit of time before that. I'm hearing some laughter.
And welcome beyond the Kármán line, One Earth crew. Congratulations. I don't know. I hope they're enjoying their microgravity right now, doing somersaults and enjoying the view.
They certainly, I'm sure they are. I can't wait to look at that footage later, which of course we're going to be posting on our social media. And in the future, we'll actually be able to have live cameras inside the capsule. Right now, though, we just have some audio for you.
Up in space, I'm moving.
Okay, Tabitha, we've reached apogee. Now both vehicles are being pulled back down to Earth under the effect of gravity. So we're going to focus first on the booster and its path, and then we'll switch and rejoin our astronauts in the crew capsule.
Yeah, and if you have been following along on your screen, you'll notice the telemetry is still working, it looks like, for the booster on the capsule. It's stopped there, but we're gonna keep you updated on all the milestones, so don't you worry.
How are you doing? I'm good. You're good.
How you doing? I'm good. I'm good too.
Yeah, we're good. We're all good.
I love that it is a clear day, so we can still have this long-range camera that's getting a shot of both the capsule and the booster. Oh, there's friends and family.
Yeah, it's a game sometimes to see who can spot the vehicles first in that clear blue sky on their way down. So
yeah.
We'll see if they react and start pointing.
All right, as you heard, they've got their 1 minute warning.
That's right, 1 more minute to enjoy the weightlessness, the views before finding your way back to your seat and harnessing up.
And they've practiced this moment over and over and over again. So they can soak up every second of being able to look out those big windows.
Status check. Astronaut Yukon.
So while our team is doing a status check, again, just super impressive. These long-range cameras from the ground that are able to track both vehicles. And you can really tell how the booster's coming down fast.
Oh, yeah.
Much more quickly than the crew capsule. That's because of its aerodynamic shape. We're going to follow that and point things out as we see them.
Yeah, our crew right now behind the scenes is working to get that telemetry up again so that you can follow along. But don't you worry, we've got eyes on the booster here. We're going to be following it as it makes its way down, and I'll be getting updates from our mission control.
So it looks like we've got the ring fin and the forward fins already deployed. So that helps to stabilize the vehicle. It raises the center of pressure to give it basically stability as it's flying backwards through the atmosphere. What a great shot. Oh, man. And those are the drag brakes deploying. That cuts the velocity of the vehicle by half.
Capsule descending nominally
Yeah,
through
that's at
40,000
about
feet.
15,000 feet.
Booster drag brakes deployed.
There's the BE-3 engine reigniting, slowing down the booster for the last part of the landing here. Great drone shot. Look at that.
Yeah. And Eddie, you want to talk a little bit about the mathematics that goes into making sure the booster lands at the same spot every single time?
Well, part of it is that we'll circle back to that one, Tabitha. Let's enjoy this view.
Welcome home, New Shepard booster.
That's a great touchdown shot there of the drone. Of the booster from the drone and now from our desert cameras.
Booster
Look at that.
start.
This is the 15th flight of this booster. Incredible.
Starting that auto-safing sequence as well.
Standby drogues.
Now look at the sunrise, just the sort of the golden hour of the morning on our landing pad there.
Right, the booster landing about 2 miles from where the New Shepard took off, and we've reacquired the crew capsule picture. Any moment you'll see those drogues deploy, and after that you will see the parachutes. There go the drogues.
Right, and those drogue chutes use the air resistance to pull out the main chutes, so that's what we're going to be looking for here.
And there go the parachutes. And while the parachutes are essential in providing a gentle touchdown for the capsule,
parachute deployment
it also has a
confirmed.
retro thrust system. That is at the base of the capsule, which will make that final touchdown even smoother.
Right, we were talking about sort of landing, you know, as gentle as a feather in a light breeze. That's what we're going for here with the retro thrust system. It's the terminal deceleration system,
Capsule landing zone is within
TDS.
expected range limits.
It's essentially a compressed gas system that you know, exhausts a cushion of air in those last feet before the capsule touches the desert and makes for a soft landing.
That's right. So if you're watching, you'll see, oh, there's a big puff of dust that's happening. That's a good thing. That means they're landing about a mile an hour. It's very, very soft.
And Tabitha, what a great shot here.
PDS
3
enabled.
full parachutes. You know, you've been to space. You're enjoying. Look at this shot with.
I bet those views are great
yeah,
too.
the Sierra Diablo Mountains behind it, Victoria Canyon on the left, and just a wonderful shot of our West Texas desert.
And I can't wait to hear what our astronauts have to say upon returning. Again, CM7 Rob Freelowski will be chatting with our Astros once they land back there in West Texas. And we have touchdown. Welcome back, One Earth.
And of course they're clapping. Of course they're clapping. What an experience. Welcome back to Earth, One Earth. And look at those parachutes coming down softly. Right now, our CM7 and recovery crew has left their fallback position and are headed as quickly as they can, as safely as they can, to the crew capsule to meet the crew, One Earth, on their return from space.
That's right. Our CM7 is going to be helping safe that capsule. And a big shout out today to our drone operators who have gotten some incredible shots. I'm going to have to get some pointers from these guys for some of my next videos because these are crispy.
Yeah, I think I found my new desktop background, right? That BE-3 engine and the sunrise behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe this one here, right? With the crew capsule in the desert and the mesquite bushes behind them. Yeah, this is awesome.
So while that is going on, I also want to take a moment and introduce you to a group of the many incredible people at Blue. But this individual, Shoshana Harrison Taylor, is someone that you need to know the name of. You may have seen her in the front row of our Mission Control Center this morning, and we want to tell you a little bit more about a day in her life.
Engineering Capsule on Channel 7.
My name is Shoshana Harrison, and I am the Capsule Controller Lead for New Shepard here at Blue Origin. My parents were like huge role models to me. As an adult, I strive to be that for other people. As someone who studied chemical engineering, I didn't really know if I could get a role in space. So I really felt like I was like putting myself out there, really taking a chance. I've been at Blue for 3 years, and I love working in mission control. I love launch day because you're just so in the zone the entire time. And sitting on console, being the one making the calls, it's an exciting feeling, and you just feel really proud of yourself because so much work has gone into this one moment. I want to open the door for other minority women to feel like this is a space where they can work. The space in itself, it's an area where we are limitless and we don't have boundaries, and we can kind of have an opportunity to rewrite our history as people. And as the older generation, our job is to help ignite passion inside our next generation. We want them to be inventing and building and just designing a better world than the one we live in now. Be willing to take that risk on yourself, because as long as you really put the work in, you can do so many things and can accomplish them.
So again, we are awaiting the capsule recovery with our crew there. NS-34 has successfully crossed the Kármán line and come back to West Texas. But we talked about Shoshana because you probably saw her this morning on your screen.
And just to recap, I mean, what a phenomenal leader for us, for Blue Origin, right? She's the lead controller for the capsule that we're looking at today that, you know, by all accounts on our side has executed a nominal mission, keeping our astronauts safe beyond the Kármán line and coming back. And so really congratulations.
And there she is.
There she is. She's still, like she said in her video, in the zone. So right, the mission is not over for her. She's still working to help the team safe the crew capsule systems, effectively de-energize those systems so that crew member 7 can help the astronauts exit onto terra firma.
That's right, and then get to share their stories with us all. But I also want to talk about our non-profit Club for the Future, because they're involved with today's flight as well. They're sending postcards to space and back on New Shepard from space enthusiasts and partners including the Breyer-Thompson Conservatory, the East Planetarium Conference, which is held by the Middle Atlantic Planetarium Society and the Southeastern Planetarium Association, as well as Space Kids Global.
Now, just like we've done on past missions, today's astronaut crew made their own postcards to fly to space as well. Right, we had some fabulous stories, and hopefully we can get some pictures of our astronauts' postcards there. But Gökhan, for example, wrote a message to the children of Turkey, right, to inspire them.
I pulled it up here for us,
to go to space. Yeah, what did he write?
Our Zoe Brinkley sent this to me, and she said, "Dear children, I wrote this card for the children of the country, wishing you to achieve your dreams and many Turkish astronauts to fly into space."
Well, and that just, again, is the sign of just what this means for our astronauts, that they dedicate this mission to their nonprofits, to the future generation, to help inspire folks like themselves. There's a photo there of Deborah, our meteorologist from Puerto Rico. I wonder what she wrote on her postcard, and it's really cool because it's something that, you know, you get to build with your hands and take up to space with you.
Yeah, and Deborah is someone that I'm so excited to hear from. Arvi is now on the screen showing off his postcard, but you might notice in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, you can see our crew going out to safe the capsule. Now, if you're wondering about the postcards, anyone, of course, can do this. You can also make a digital postcard. We have that tool on our website. If you just go to draw.clubforfuture.org, again, that's draw.clubforfuture.org, or check out the QR code on your screen, you can learn more there. And Club for the Future also has an exciting new lesson development and partnership with a very, very talented student from Purdue University. The lesson, Cosmic Clutter, the mission to clean up space debris, was developed from a chosen submission in a Blue Origin Blue Ring University competition.
This competition invited university students to propose innovative space technology solutions using the Blue Ring platform, a versatile multi-orbit, multi-mission spacecraft. So that student, Alana Miller, worked with Club to create this amazing lesson, and she's now an intern with Club.
That's right.
Well, so actually, if we could, the lessons that are on Club for the Future's website are absolutely turnkey. So if you're an educator, if you know an educator in the K through 12 space, you can go onto our website and download a space lesson that you can use to make your postcards. It's really awesome. So we added the opportunity, right, to create proposals, submit designs, build prototypes, and compete with other teams to see which team can collect the most space debris.
Such an incredible, bright individual to also now have on Team Blue. We're so grateful to have Alana. And by the way, this is a fantastic way to engage with real-world challenges in space exploration and debris management. If you want to learn more about all the things our nonprofit does, do please go to clubforfuture.org to find this and more information, as well as those free STEAM and space lessons right now that they are safing the capsule and that they are getting the steps out for our crew to return to terra